Hello friends, welcome to the Google's Dhruv Science classes. So myself Atul sir, and I am going to deal with mathematics subject. So in this lecture we are going to deal with competitive exams, that is Karnataka CET exams as well as NEET. But as with the math subject consult, we are going to deal with CET, or you can say JEE exams questions here. So as you know that in the question paper pattern, so from the first year we will be having 35 to 40% of the first year syllabus, whereas remaining 65 or you can say 60% from the second year syllabus. So more weightage is on the second year syllabus, but you should not ignore with the first year syllabus. So today in this lecture we will start with the first topic, that is sets and relations. Sets and relations. So this sets and relations already you have studied in the first year. Okay. So what are the concepts you have studied in the sets and relation? Okay. So in the sets you have studied with the definition, representation of the sets, that is set builder form and roster form. Okay. Then some of the types of the sets like power sets, subsets, right, proper subsets, right. So these are the concepts you have studied in the sets. Also you have solved some of the cardinality problems, the practical questions in the sets. Okay. And regarding if you talk about this relations, then in the relations we have studied with definition of relation, right, Cartesian product, right. Again also in this relations we have the concept is what, again, functions. So you have seen the definition of functions and some several types of functions. Okay. So here on this sets and relations, here I have written some questions now. Okay. So we will deal with these questions. See, as we solve the questions in the theoretical part for theory exam, okay, so not the same concepts we are, means same method we are going to use here, because to deal with this competitive exams, right, so the 60 questions we have to attempt in 1 hour, right. So if you calculate the time for that, then one question we have to solve in 1 minute, right. So therefore we have to use some keys to open that lock, or you can say to find out the solution, right. So the first question is here: if the set A has P elements, B has Q elements, then the number of elements in the A cross B is, here A cross B means what? It is the Cartesian product. Okay. So what is the question here? Set A has P elements, whereas B has Q elements. Then how many number of elements will be present in A cross B? Okay. So for this we have the standard result, the solution right here. Okay. So we have that standard result is what? See, suppose A has P elements and B has Q elements, then A cross B will be having PQ elements. How many? PQ elements. So here I have taken a general question. Okay. So in the examination they may put the numbers. Suppose A has, now at present for this the option C will be correct. Okay. The multiplication, or can say the product of their element will be their answer. Okay. Now suppose in the examination instead of P and Q you may get some numbers also. For example, suppose A has 3 elements. Okay. For example, A has 3 elements and B has suppose 4 elements. Then the question is how many number of elements present in A cross B? Then as per the standard result, what we have to do? We have to do the multiplication or product of this element. So it will be what? 3 into 4. So the answer is 12. So there are 12 elements present in A cross B as per the standard result. Okay. So this is your first question. Okay. Now second question you can just see now. If A is equals to, that is set A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, then the number of elements in A cross A is, okay, here we are having only one set. Okay, we don't have two sets, okay, but two sets are represented in terms of A itself. So A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the number of elements present in A cross A is, the options are 4, 8, 12 and 16. Okay, so the question is what now here? So the solution is, if suppose if n of A is having m elements, I'll give general result for that first. Means this n of A means what? Number of elements present in the set A, okay, and suppose n of B is having n elements, then n of A cross B will be having mn elements, as similar as previous question, okay. So therefore, so here A and B I have taken, but in the place of B again we are having the same set, that is A, because we are finding the Cartesian product of the same set, okay. Therefore I have to take the result is what? N of A cross A. N of A cross A means n of A is m, n of B, but in the place of B again we are having the set A, okay. So therefore how many elements are present in the set A? That is 4. So therefore that is 4 into 4. So the answer is 16. Answer is 16. So option, I think D will be correct here. Option D will be correct, okay. Now next we are having with third question. The third question is what? So this third question I have taken again generally, okay, means that question itself gives the general result, okay. Then on that basis we can solve numerical example also, means in the places of variables you may get some numbers also, okay. What is that question is, if the set NA is equals to set of all AN such that n belongs to n, that is n belongs to what? Set of natural numbers, and what is the condition is given? NB intersection NC is equals to ND, okay, where A, B, C and D belongs to the set of natural numbers. So these all the four variables are belongs to the set of natural numbers, and B and C are relatively prime, then what is D is equals to? So the options are D is equals to B plus C, D is equals to BC, and D is equals to B minus C, and D is equals to what? B divided by C. So these are the four options. Then we have to choose which one is the correct, okay. See, as per this question, okay, how we can answer that? You can just see now. I'll take one general result now. Suppose we have NM intersection NN which is equals to NK. General result I have taken. Then where this K is LCM of M and N. This K is what? The LCM of this M and N. So therefore K is equals to what then? So LCM of M and N is, that is Mn. So therefore we have the answer is K is equals to Mn. Now come to this question now. So here they have given, that is NB intersection NC which is equals to ND. Then we want D is equals to what, right? So therefore as per this result, as I have given, here K is what? LCM of M and N. Therefore here D is what? LCM of B and C. So what will be the LCM of B and C? That is BC. So therefore D is equals to what? BC. So answer which option is correct here? I think option B will be correct. So that is D is equals to BC. So this, whatever these keys I am giving here, so these keys you have to write it separately and just go through the keys or by the keys to deal with these questions. So please note the solution and pause the video. Yes, so now next question, that is question number 4. Let NA, that is set NA is equals to set of all AN such that n belongs to the set of natural number, then n6 intersection n8 is equals to what? The options are n2, n48, n8 and n24. So this question is depends on the question number 3rd. So in the question number 3rd, I have given the general result. Based on that, you have to simplify this question. Okay. So what the general result was? That is, if suppose we are having nm intersection nn, which is equals to nk, then this k will be what? LCM of m and n. LCM of m and n. Now here the question is what now? We are having numerically now n6 intersection n8, which is equals to what they have said. Okay. So therefore what? We have to find the LCM of what? 6 and 8. If you have to find out the LCM of 6 and 8, so that you can find it. Okay. So suppose this is 6, this is 8. Find the LCM now. So I think 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Okay. Then here I think I'll take 2 2s are 4. This 3 as it is. Okay. The next here 2 1s are 2, again 3 as it is. Next 3 1s are 3. Okay. So multiplication is what? Just see now. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 8 3s are 24. So that is n 24. Answer is what? n 24. So option, I think option D will be correct. Okay. So this question was depends on that 3rd question. Means what? In these questions, okay, you have to remember the standard results. If you remember the standard results, then to deal with this question is very easy. Otherwise, this question, to deal with these questions, it becomes a difficult part. Okay. Now next question, question number 5. Okay. Set A has 3 elements and the set B has 6 elements. Then the minimum number of elements in the set A union B is. Okay. So here they have given the two sets, set A and set B. Okay. So we'll see the solution of that. Okay. The set A is having how many elements? 3 elements. So I will take n of A is 3. Okay. Means number of elements present in the set A. Whereas set B is having 6 elements. So therefore I will take n of B is equals to 6. Then what is the question? Find the minimum number of elements present in the set A union B. Okay. So again for this question also there is a standard result. Okay. You have to remember that. What is that standard result now? See, they have given n of A and n of B. Then you have to find out the minimum number of elements present in the set A union B. So therefore result is what? N of A union B greater than or equal to n of A plus n of B minus minimum of n of A comma n of B. So this result you have to remember. Okay. So here n of A union B is equals to greater than equals to. Why it is greater than equals to? Because union means what? Maximum, right? Means greater, right? So greater than equals to n of A plus n of B minus minimum of n of A and n of B. Okay. So here now, so this is greater than equals to n of A is 3 plus n of B is 6 minus minimum of that is 3 and 6. So here greater than equals to 3 plus 6 minus, what is the minimum of 3 and 6? That is 3. So here plus 3 minus 3 get cancelled. So the answer is what? 6. Answer is what? 6. So just check it whether we have that option in the, yeah, we have that option, that is option B. That is 6 will be the answer. Okay. So this is question number 5. I hope you understood this. Okay. Now next question. That is question number 6. A and B are two sets such that n of A is 22, n of B is 37, then maximum number of elements in A intersection B is? Maximum number of elements present in the A intersection B is. So again for this also, as in the question number 5, we have seen the standard result. Similarly, for that question number 6 also we have the standard result. Okay, so to find out the maximum number of elements in A intersection B, so that can be found out by, see here, so that is n of A intersection B less than or equal to minimum of n of A and n of B. Okay, so the result is what? N of A, to find out the maximum number of elements present in A intersection B, that is n of A intersection B less than or equal to minimum of n of A and n of B. So here n of A is how much? 22, right? N of A is what? 22 and n of B is 37. So minimum of 22 and 37 is how much? That is 22. So this 22 is the answer of what? Maximum number of elements present in A intersection B. So which option is correct here? Option B will be correct. Okay. Now next question, that is question number 7. Question number 7. What is the question number 7 here now? A and B are two sets such that n of A is 25 and n of B is 15, then maximum number of elements present in A union B is, okay, maximum number of elements present in A union B is. This question is look like same as I think question number 5, but there is a difference. Okay, so in the question number 5 they asked the minimum number of elements present in the set A union B, but whereas in the question number 7 it is what? Maximum number of elements present in the set A union B. So don't get confused with their standard results. Okay, so when it is minimum, then we have to use this result. Okay, that is n of A union B is greater than equals to n of A plus n of B minus minimum of n of A and n of B. Suppose if it is maximum number of elements present in the set A union B, then we have that result is what? That is n of A union B is greater than equals to n of A plus n of B, when you are finding maximum number of elements present in the set A union B. So here n of A is how much? That is 25 plus n of B is how much? That is 15. So how much it will be? 20, 30 and 40. So I hope we have that option in here. Option A will be correct. So you have to remember these standard results to deal with such type of questions. Okay, so pause the video to note it down. Yes, now the next question, that is question number 8. If A and B are two sets such that n of A is 5, n of B is 7, then the minimum number of elements A union B. Okay, so this question already have dealt, means already we have done it. Okay, now this will be, you please try this question, okay, by seeing the solutions of the previous questions. Okay, so I will go with the next question then. Question number 9, that is A and B are two sets such that n of A is 30, n of B is 41, then n of A union B is. Okay, so here you just see now that question number 8 and the question number 9, okay, both are having, gives the same meaning. Okay, means for both the results we are going to use the same standard result, but asking of the options. Okay, see, just to twist the question. Okay, here they have given the absolute values, means what? A particular number, that is like 5, 12, 2 and 7, whereas in the question number 9, see how the options are represented: equal to 71, less than 70, greater than 41, less than 41. Okay, so just to twist the question they have given the options like this. Okay, but here to simplify this, we have to use the same result as we use for question number 8. See, I'll solve that now. It is question number 9 solution. So what we have, again they have asked about n of A union B, means what? Number of elements present in A union B. So we have the result is what? N of A union B greater than equals to n of A plus n of B minus minimum of n of A and n of B. Okay, so here greater than equals to how much? N of A, that is 30, plus n of B is 41 minus minimum of n of A, that is how much? 30, and n of B is 41. So which is greater than equals to 30 plus 41 minus, what is the minimum of 30 and 41? That is 30. So here plus 30 minus 30 get cancelled. So the answer is, that is n of A union B greater than or equal to 41. Greater than equals to 41 means which option will be correct here? Option C will be correct. Okay. The same question they may ask directly also. They will give the options directly: 71, 70, 41, 41. Okay. That time you write n of A union B equals to 41. Okay. So just to twist the question, they have done like that. Okay. Next question now. Question number 10. A and B are two sets such that n of A is 27, n of B is 32, then n of A intersection B is, again previously I have solved one of the example. Okay, the same result again we are going to use, but again they have twisted the question by giving some options in the different way. Okay, but the again result will be again same. Okay, so that question number 10 solution you just see now. So they asked about how many number of elements present in the A intersection B. So we have the result is what? N of A intersection B less than or equal to minimum of, okay, n of A and n of B. Okay, so less than or equal to how much n of A here in the question number 10? That is 27. Okay, and how much it is n of B? That is 32. So less than or equal to, then what is the minimum of 27 and 32? That is 27. Okay, so therefore n of A intersection B, okay, what is the answer? Less than or equal to 27. Less than or equal to 27. Okay, so here option which? Option C will be correct, that is less than 27. Okay, next question, that is 11. If An is the set of first n primes, if An is the set of first n primes, then union of n is equals to 2 to 10, An is equals to what? The options are A, that is the set they have given 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Option B 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. Option C 3, 5, and option D, that is 2, 3. Okay, so in this 11th question we have to find the answer of what? This An, means what will be the option here, that A, B, C or D. Then how to find that? See, what they have given is, that is union of n is equals to 2 to 10 An, right? Okay, so here we have the which operation here? Union. So union means what? Maximum. Union means what? Maximum. If it is intersection, then we take minimum, right? So union means what? Maximum. So therefore which is equals to maximum of, so here n is what? 2 to 10, right? So that is 2 and 10. So maximum of 2 and 10. Okay, so among this 2 and 10, which is the maximum? That is 10. So therefore which is equals to, so this An will become what? A10. Am will become what? A10. 10 means this n is having how many elements? 10 elements. So you can just see now which option will be correct. Option C is not possible, D is not possible. What about B here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, whereas the option A will be what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so here having 10 elements, which option will be correct? Option B will be correct here. Okay, so I hope you have understood this solutions. Okay, so these results you have to remember. So please pause the video and note down the solutions here. Okay, yes, so now next question, that is question number 12. Two finite sets have m and n elements. Okay, so here we have the two finite sets. Finite means what? Which is countable, right? So two finite sets have m and n elements. The number of subsets of the first set, the number of subsets of the first set is 112 more than that of the second set, then the value of m and n are, then the value of m and n are. Okay, so in this you have to remember one of the concept. Okay, see what they have used, the sentence, the number of subsets of the first set. Okay, here we have the two finite sets, right, which is having m and n elements, m and n elements. Okay, so as they have given the sentence here, number of subsets of the first set. Okay, so first set means what? You will get m elements. You will get how many? M elements. Okay, so as you have learnt in the sets power set definition, what is the power set definition? It is the collection of all the subsets, collection of all the subsets. Okay, but suppose any set is given, suppose set, for example, set A is equals to 1 and 2. Okay, then my question is, what are the, or you can say how many subsets we can form using these sets? So for this we have the formula is what? Power set of A is equals to what? 2 to the power n. This is the formula, 2 to the power n, where this n is what? Number of elements present in the set A, so which is equals to 2 to the power 2, because how many 2 elements are present? So 2 square is 4. So how many subsets are there? 4 subsets are there. So the same concept I am going to use here. Okay, so here so the first sentence is the number of subsets of the first set. Okay, so subsets of the first set means what? That is m. So therefore you will be having what? That is 2 to the power m, 2 to the power m, because we are collecting the subsets of the first set and that set is having m elements. So I will write 2 to the power m, which is equals to, okay, so see here, first set is 112 more than that of the second set. Okay, more than means what? In that 112 more than that of the second set, more than means it will be the addition in that 112. So that is 112 plus what they have said, of the second set, means subsets of the second set. Second set is having n elements, so therefore it is what? 2 to the power n, 2 to the power n. Okay, now this what you can do is this 2 to the power n transfer to the LHS, so it will be 2 to the power m minus 2 to the power n, which is equals to 112. Okay, now 2 to the power m minus 2 to the power n, take out 2 to the power n is common. Okay, so if I take out 2 to the power n is common, then what we get the result? 2 to the power m minus n minus 1, which is equals to 112, 112, or this 2 to the power n, which is equals to into 2 to the power m minus n minus 1, which is equals to, how we can write this? I think this is 2 to the power 4 into 7. Okay, so this 112 we can write as what? 2 to the power 4 into 7. If you simplify this, you will get the answer is 112. Okay, now see here, So this is also the product, this is also the product, in between which sign we are having equal sign. So just equate their corresponding elements. So what we get, 2 to the power n is equals to what, 2 to the power 4, and next one is 2 to the power m minus n minus 1 is equals to 7. So here when the bases are same, we can equate their powers. So therefore n is equals to how much, 4, n is equals to 4. Okay, and now this n value you put it here, that is 2 to the power m minus 4 minus 1 transfer to that side, it becomes plus 1. So the answer is 8, and this is 2 to the power m minus 4, which is equals to, this 8 can be written as 2 cube, 8 can be written as 2 cube. Again the bases are same, so we can equate their powers. So m minus 4 is equals to 3, or m is equals to minus 4 transfer to that side, it becomes plus 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Therefore m and n values are what, 7 and 4, 7 and 4. So option B will be correct. Okay, so when you find the solutions, okay, first you just see the options correctly and then only you answer. See, 7 4 is the correct answer. Okay, in hurry burry don't answer 4 and 7. Okay, you have to be very careful. Okay, now next question, that is question number 13. Okay, what is the question number 13 here? So if you see the question number 13, it is a very lengthy question. Okay, but don't bother about it. Okay, we will answer the solution very easily. Okay, so what is the question here now? Suppose A1, A2, A3 so on up to A30 are 30 sets, each having 5 elements. Okay, so here A1, A2, A3 up to what, A30, there are 30 sets, but each set having how many elements? 5 elements. Okay, similarly now B1, B2 so on up to Bn are having n sets, are having how many sets? N set, but again in that also each set is having 3 elements, each set is also having 3 elements. Okay, then they have given one condition, let union of I is equals to 1 to 30 AI, which is equals to union of j is equals to 1 to n, sorry, j is equals to 1 to n bj, which is equals to s. Okay, where this s is what, and each element of s belongs to exactly 10 of the AIs, 10 of the AIs, and exactly 9 of the, that is bj's, then n is equals to what? Okay, then n is equals to what? So this is little bit confusing question. Okay, so first they have given that A1, A2 having how many sets, that is total 30 sets, but among that, okay, each set is having how many elements? 5 elements. So therefore write here, that is n of AI will be 5, because that each set is having 5 elements. Okay, but total how many sets? 30 sets. So therefore it will be, I will write n of s, because having 30 sets, so 30 into 5, how much it will be? 150. How much it will be? 150. Okay, but see one more condition they have put here, each element of s belongs to exactly 10 of the AIs, 10 of the AIs. So here now total AIs are how much here? That is 150, but they have given the condition each element of s belongs to exactly 10 of the AIs. So it will be what then? So therefore 150 divided by 10, so the answer is 15. Answer is 15. Okay, now similarly the same part you have to calculate for what? That is bj set now. So here how many sets are we having? N sets. Okay, but this b1, b2 so on up to bn, in among this n sets, each set is having how many elements now? 3 elements. So similarly like this only. So here n of actually bj is 3. Okay, so therefore n of s is equals to, okay, 3. How many sets? N sets. So therefore it is 3 into n will be what? 3n. Okay, now again for that also they have given the condition is what? each element of S belongs to exactly 9 of the bj's, 9 of the bj's. Okay, means what? So therefore this 3n belongs to 3n divided by 9, 3n divided by 9. So again, so here we have one answer is what? 15. Another result we are having 3n upon 9 for bj's and ai's, but condition is what? I union of I is equals to 1 to 30 is equals to ai, is equals to that union of j is equals to 1 to n, bj is equals to s. So what is the relation we are having? This all are equal. So therefore this answer and this answer you have to equate. So that is how much? 3n divided by 9, which is equals to 15. Okay, so this 3n is equals to 15 into 9, or this n is equals to 15 into 9 divided by 3. So here 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So therefore n is equals to what? 15 into 3, I think it is 45. I hope this option is there. So option C will be correct. Okay, so the question looks like lengthy, but if you see the solution is very simple here. Okay, so you just go through the solution, practice this, pause the video and note the solutions. Yes, next question now. Question number 14. If sets A and B are defined as A is equals to set of all xy such that y is equals to 1 by x, where x is not equals to 0 and x belongs to the set of real numbers. B is equals to set of all xy such that y is equals to minus x, where x is belongs to again the set of real numbers. Then the options are A intersection B is A, or second option A intersection B is equals to B, option C A intersection B is equals to 5, and option D A union B is equals to A. Okay, so after looking at this question, maybe you think that how to simplify this question. Okay, but it is very easy to simplify this question if you know the graph of those functions. Okay, here they have given the two functions, right? Y is equals to 1 by x and y is equals to minus x. If you know the graph of, means nature of graph of that y is equals to 1 by x and y is equals to minus x, then you will answer this question very easily. Okay, so but you should know that graph of both the two functions. Okay, and those graphs already are studied in the I think relation topic. Okay, the graphs already were studied in the relation topic. Okay, so what is the graphs now? See here, first I'll take y is equals to 1 by x. So what is the nature of graph of this function? So the nature of graph is what? This. So this is the nature of this graph of the function y is equals to 1 by x. Okay, and another function is what? Y is equals to minus x. Okay, and what is the nature of this will be, see, you know what is y is equals to x. Y is equals to x graph is what? This, correct? But here it is what? Y is equals to minus x, means you will get what? That line is to the opposite side, right? So this is the graph of y is equals to minus x. Okay, but what is the conditions they have given here? A intersection B is A intersection B is B, A intersection B is phi, and A union B is equals to A. Okay, so now I will take these graphs together. Okay, let's see what we get the intersection of this. So if I draw this here, so this is the curve of first function y is equals to 1 by x, and this is what? Y is equals to minus x. Okay, if you observe this graph now, if you take the intersection of this, intersection means what? We must have some common elements, right? And if you see the graph here, So this y is equals to 1 by x, these curves are here, and this y is equals to minus x, we are having the line is here. So do you find any relation between them, whether they are intersecting each other? No. If they are not intersecting each other means what? There is no any common elements between the two functions. Therefore we have the condition is what? A intersection B is equals to 5. Because we don't find any common elements there. Because why there is no common elements? Because those curves are not intersecting each other, therefore we don't find any common elements. Therefore we have the condition is what? A intersection B is equals to empty. Okay, so therefore I think which option will be correct here? Option C will be correct. Okay, next question number 15. A survey shows that 63% of the people watch a news channel, whereas 76% watch the other channels. If X% of the people watch both the channels, then okay, options are X is equals to 35, X is equals to 63, or X lies between, that is X is greater than equals to 39, less than equals to 63, and D, X is equals to 39. Okay, so here they have given the peoples in percentage. Okay, therefore I will assume that, see, total people are 100, total people are 100. Why? Because there the number of peoples they have given in percentage. So if you want to calculate the answer in terms of percentage, then we have to consider 100, right? So therefore here 15 question solution. So for that we will assume, let us assume that total people are 100. Okay, let us assume that the total people are 100. Okay, now in that first one you can just see now, a survey shows that 63% of the people watch a news channel. Okay, so that is, suppose I will take that n of A will be 63. Okay, then 76% watch the other channels, that is I will take it as n of B is 76. X% of the people watch both the channels, means what? N of both means intersection, n of A intersection B will be X%, will be what? X%. I will take it as X. Okay, so therefore we have the condition is, or we have the formula, n of A union B is equals to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So n of A union B, which is equals to, or you can say, see, here we want the value of X, right? So therefore I will write this formula as n of A intersection B is equals to n of A plus n of B minus n of A union B. Okay, so in the first year theory exam also we have used these formulas, right? You can represent the formula this or this. Okay, so here n of A intersection B is equals to, n of A is how much? 63 plus 76 minus n of A union B. So this n of A union B means what? The total peoples. How many are the total peoples? That is 100. Okay, so how much it will be now? I think 6 plus 3 is 9. So this is 12 plus 1 is 13, 139 minus 100, or else what you can do is, I'll keep this n of A union B as it is. Okay, even here also I'll keep as it is that condition, n of A union B, and this is X. So we have the condition is what now? X is equals to 139 minus n of A union B. But so this n of A union B, okay, this is greater than equals to 100. N of A union B is what here? Greater than equals to 100. So therefore this X implies, okay, so this X implies what? Or I'll say here, so this implies X less than or equal to, if I take 100 here, 139 minus 100 will be what? 39. So x less than or equal to 39. X is less than equals to 39. Okay, but that x is less than equals to 39, we don't have the option, right? X is equals to 39 is there. Also as we know that A intersection B is the subset of A. Is it true or no? True. And A intersection B is also the subset of B. It is also the subset of B. So therefore n of A intersection B less than or equal to n of A, and n of A intersection B less than or equals to n of B. So here n of A intersection B less than or equals to how much? 63. N of A intersection B less than or equals to 76. So if you see here, n of A intersection B, n of A intersection B. A intersection B means what? Minimum. So among this 63 and 76, which is the minimum value? 63. So therefore we have the result is what? That x, okay, x less than equals to 63 and greater than equals to 39. Greater than equals to 39. Okay. So therefore which option will be correct here? X is greater than equals to 39 and x is less than equals to 63. Okay. So I think here greater than sign is there. So I should take here greater than equals to. So therefore x is greater than equals to 39 and x is less than equals to 63. So option C will be correct. Okay. Now next question. Question number 16. Okay. So in this question number 16, what they asked, if A and B are two sets, then what is A intersection A union B? Okay, it is very simple. See, as we know that A is the subset of A union B. A is the subset of what? A union B, obviously, because A union B contains A elements as well as B elements, right? So obviously this A is present in that A union B. Okay, so therefore this A intersection A union B will be what? So in this A is present, so intersection means what? Common. So therefore A intersection A union B will be what? A. So option A will be correct. And next question is 17, that is question number 17. If x and y are two sets and x dash denotes the complement of x and y, then x intersection x union y whole complement is equals to what? Okay, so option A is x, option B is y, option C is phi, that is empty set, and option D is x intersection y. So we have to simplify this result here. I will simplify that result. I think question number 17. Okay, so that is what? X intersection x union y whole complement, which is equals to x intersection. Here we have to use the De Morgan's law. Which law? De Morgan's law. So x union y whole complement, what it says? X dash intersection y dash, x dash intersection y dash. So which is equals to, you can take the intersection of x intersection x dash intersection x intersection y dash. Okay, see, whenever you are taking the intersection of normal set and its complement set, okay, when you are taking the intersection of normal set and its complement set, always it gives empty set, always it gives empty set. Then intersection what? X intersection y dash. Okay, so here x intersection y dash, intersection what? Phi. This is empty set. So when you take the intersection of any set with the empty set, it gives what? Empty set itself. So I think which option will be correct here? Option C will be correct. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. So please pause the video to note it down. Yeah, the next question number 18. Let n of A is equals to m, means number of elements present in the set A is m, n of B is n, then the total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from the set A to set B is, okay, see we have for this question number 18, okay, what we have, suppose if you are finding number of relations from A to B, then we have the formula is 2 to the power mn, 2 to the power mn, but here for this question, okay, answer will be different. Here they have asked the total number of non-empty relations, total number of non-empty relations that can be defined from A to B is, so for that the answer is 2 to the power mn minus 1, 2 to the power mn minus 1. So option D will be correct here. Okay, so here I have given the general result, but in the examination the same question they will frame, but instead of m and n they may give the different numbers, they may give the different numbers. Okay, so here in the question itself I have given that standard result. Okay, you can just put the numbers in the place of m and n and you can frame the question and you answer it. Okay, next question, write the set builder form of the set A is equals to minus 1 1. So the options are set A is equals to set of all x such that x is a real number, x is a, here it is a real number. B, A is equal to set of all x such that x is an integer. Option C, x is a root of the equation x square plus 1 is equals to 0. And option D, x is the root of the equation x square is equals to 1. Now you just compare the options with that set builder form. If I take the first option, right, x is a real number, but real number is from what? It is from the minus infinity to plus infinity, but here we are having only minus 1 1, right? Next here the set B option is what? The set of all x is that x is an integer, but integer is what again? 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 and so on. Okay, so again this option also is not suitable for that. Okay, third, x is the root of the equation x square plus 1 is equals to 0. See, if I simplify that equation, what we have, x square plus 1 is equals to 0, then x square is equals to what? Minus 1, or x is equals to what? Root of minus 1. If I take root of minus 1, it gives the complex number, it gives the complex number, but again this option also not suitable for that set. A is equals to minus 1 1, and last option is what now? D. So obviously that option will be correct, but we will verify that. Okay, so what is that? X square is equals to 1 they have given, so x is equals to what? Plus or minus root of 1, then x is equals to what? Plus or minus 1. So therefore x is what? X is having minus 1 also and plus 1 also, therefore option D will be correct, option D will be correct. And the last question, that is question number 20. In a class of 60 students, 25 students play cricket, 20 students play tennis and 10 students play both the games. Okay, then the number of students who play neither cricket nor tennis, that we have to find it. See, this type of question in the theory exam it will be important for 3 marks, right? But the same question they asked here. Okay, but in the theory exam with the help of cardinality formula we solve that question. Okay, but here this can be simplified with the help of Venn diagram also. We can solve this question very easily. Okay, so see here, I will take the Venn diagram. So this is universal set, this is cricket, this is tennis. Okay, so here you can just see now 10 students play both the games. Both the means what? Intersection, right? So 10 students are playing both the games. Okay, now again I'll read now. In a class of 60 students, so total students are 60, so the universal set will be what? 60. Okay, in that 25 students play cricket, but here 10 are common, right? So therefore it will be remain 15, 25 minus 10. Next, how many students are playing the tennis? 20 students, but again 10 are again common, so left with 10. So therefore required number is equals to, how to take this required number now? In this universal set, okay, in this universal set, subtract all these remaining elements. Means what? Universal set minus all these numbers we have to add it. That is what? 15 plus 10 plus 10. So this will be 60 minus 10, 10, 20, 30, 35. Okay. So what is the subtraction? 60 minus 35. I think 540. I think is it 25? Okay. So I think option is there in that. Okay. So option, which option will be correct? Option B will be correct. So I think this is the easiest method to deal with such a type of questions. So I hope that you understood this, all the 20 questions. Okay. So dealing with the theory exam questions is different, and dealing with this competitive exam questions is different. So if you are dealing with the competitive exam questions, so might be you have seen now in the so far 20 questions. Okay, there are some of the standard results, or you have to remember some of the concepts to deal with those questions, right? So these are the 20 questions, you practice it. Okay, and see, so these are the free video classes up to this 30th of June, but after the 30th of June, means from the 1st July, we will send you the link only for those students, those who will pay the amount for that link. Okay, you will get the link until and unless you don't pay the amount. Okay, so please register your names. Okay, so once you see the video, in the description box we have given the registration link also. So please register your name, okay, as much as early as possible. So before 30th, please register your name and subscribe the channel and share the videos. Thank you.
I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a Benz.